It's an exciting day to be in Washington. Happy Pride, by the way. Don't want to leave that out. So here is Aditi Hardikar.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Sare, too, for inviting me here. As David mentioned, my name is Aditi Hardikar, and I serve as Associate Director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, where I'm the President's liaison to the LGBT community, as well as the AAPI, the Asian American Pacific Islander community. And I want to just say hello and thank you to all of you. I hear we have a very large cluster from Texas, but I just wanted to say hello, thank you. I know that the work that you all do is invaluable, especially as we make sure that all Americans have access to equal treatment under law and access to the rights and opportunities that we all deserve. So thank you, and happy Pride, as David said. I wanted to show you all a video that you may or may not have seen that we released earlier in April about conversion therapy. And this was the first time that we actually took a stance against conversion therapy. I think some of you might find it hard to believe, but it still remains a rampant problem when quote-unquote medical professionals attempt to try to change somebody's sexual orientation or gender identity, which, as we know, is completely unfounded in science and is a bogus practice. So we put together a video with trans appointees, with lesbian and gay appointees, as well as some straight allies, and I think one you'll definitely recognize. So I'd love to show it, and then we can chat about it a little bit.
Imagine if you walked into a room with someone and sat down on a couch, and that person tells you that everything you believe about your gender is wrong. And the person that you feel yourself to be, you are incorrect about that. That's essentially what we're doing in conversion therapy, and that's why it needs to be ended. Transgender people know who they are. We don't need to be told and coached how to be someone else. We need to be supported in being ourselves.
Conversion therapy can be called many things. We used to call things like this brainwashing or reprogramming. It's all about making people conform to the way things are. But if society is going to grow, we need to move beyond the way things are to the way things should be, the way things ought to be.
It's very clear that what young people need is family support and mental health support when needed, but not an intervention that tells them that they're bad, that they're wrong, that who they love and how they love is unacceptable in our society.
I brought this quote over. It's an amazing quote from one of our founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. It's a little bit about change of law and government, but it relates to the moment right now. It's on the southeast panel of the Jefferson Memorial. It says, "I'm not an advocate for frequent change of laws and constitutions, but laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. As that becomes more developed or more enlightened, as new discoveries are made, new truths discovered in manners and opinions change. With the change of circumstances, institutions must advance to also keep pace with the times. We might as well require a man to wear the coat that fit him as a boy, as a civil society to remain under the regime of their barbarous ancestors."
A lot of people may not even realize that this is something that is happening, and that it's happening to so many young LGBT people at a point in their lives when they're still figuring out exactly who they are and where they fit.
And it's not just about trans issues. It is about race. It's about economics. It's about setting aspirations that are unreachable and being forced to comply or to submit.
I think it's important for straight Americans to realize that it's on all of us to take as much ownership over the kind of America we're building and the kind of future we're creating for all kids. And the more that we do so, the more that I think we're going to fulfill the best version of a people that we can be.
The purpose of why we're here is to improve the lives of the American people and to let people know that they're not alone. We care about our young people, and we all have a responsibility to make sure that they grow up healthy and that they thrive and that they can reach their dreams. And that should be available to every young person regardless of who they love, what their sexual orientation is, or what their gender identity is. And we want to make sure that the help that they get along their way is constructive and helpful and guided by love and nurturing and science.